Good day and welcome to another edition of MLC Talk, a platform we discuss all things Lutheran. Today is roundtable conversation, and our sister couple Silly will be
I
in
get be talking
charge.
when I
We
see you.
we want to say welcome to. It's been a while since we've been out, so again, we want to say please share the show to everyone, and let's have a good time today.
So you're talking beyond the screen, you're talking beyond close door. We can see your face. And where you go away? Come up, come up, come away.
I, I have a little son in the background. I should be coming up shortly, but we live just so you know that.
Okay. All right, so today we want to welcome all of you. From my end, it is 3:05. I guess, Elijah, we have the same time. Yeah,
Absolutely, we do.
yeah, it's 3:05. So once again, we want to welcome our listening audience.
Okay, come here. Come. What are
So
you doing
my
outside?
MLC talk. We want to apologize for the past two Sundays. And we are back to discuss all things Lutheran. You can call in, you can give your input. And we are having a roundtable discussion today. That total welcome, Elijah. I want to say welcome. So how is Minnesota today? At about this time, how's the weather?
Well, Minnesota is pretty much good, and we have a beautiful weather today. Um, right now it's about 44 degrees, so you can wear your short pants and go outside today. So our weather is good. Yeah, that's Minnesota, but yeah, everything else is fine. We went to church, came back, we're home. And just looking forward to a beautiful show today. I know we've been off for a little while, so it's good to be back
Just
here to
two,
just talk.
just two Sundays. Two
I know.
Sundays.
Oh yeah, that's why. People
Real
get
right.
disconnected. You got to keep them in momentum going. Yeah, but
Uh,
it's good to be. It is very good to be back today, and looking forward to our conversation.
Thank you, Elijah. Yeah, the weather, you cannot predict it. So, like
Nope.
for other few days, our weather was like we already in summer. 2 days ago, that small snow we had, the whole area again. Oh, like wow, I
Yeah.
thought we were already in summer.
Yeah.
I started to Woody. Are you ready to give her an update from your end? How is Atlanta, Georgia? Okay, Woody is doing something, I guess. But from my end, Winnipeg, we are fine. Like Elijah said, it's like we have similar. For us, our weather now is 19 degree. Yeah, 19 degrees. So it's not bad. I able to go to church today with short dress. Imagine short
I know,
dress.
right? 19 degree of a short dress. If you get windy at that the total 19 degrees, they won't go to church.
She said she wears short
They
dress.
won't go.
She said she wears short dress.
Yeah, in 19-degree weather though.
Uh,
Well,
about the food.
Yeah.
okay, so that's a total. And then this
That
from your
is that
end.
that is
Ask the
something.
family how a service today. How is Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania?
you know, I just feel so bad. I just,
Wow.
I just got a sad news for who the news whatever close Cody. You know, yeah. So, but
Oh,
it's okay. I'm doing good. It Pittsburgh. Yeah, weather is good. At least not like 19 degree, but much better on our area. A little bit breezy, the cool out of the air, but it's okay. I'll be back. We're going to be back on the show again after a couple of breaking, but we're going to be back again. You know,
Yeah.
mm.
yeah,
I want to say sorry for your loss.
yeah.
Our sympathy on behalf of the team. Want to extend our deepest sympathy to you and the Puri family. So, Woody, how is Atlanta, Georgia? Our service today.
Our service well.
Um,
We had a wonderful service today. Um, we experienced a little bit of um, cool weather. Um, I think it became chill a little bit overnight, so the morning was a little bit chilly after experiencing over, I would say, 80 to 85 degrees the entire week. So, um, yeah, but Atlanta is great. Waiting for the summer games, World Cup, and I know Dr. Toto. Sorry for that, for the news you heard from back home, but I think you are wishing for something different. But, you know, that's how it is. Now you muted that Toto.
you're wishing for
That's
something different.
that's why I
What
say
is that?
don't talk about Liverpool business here. Just
Yeah,
discuss
I thought that
player
where you
A.
were going.
Yeah, don't prep on Liverpool.
Listen, folks. As you can see, I'm in yellow. So
uh,
I'm in yellow today. I,
so,
I, I don't mean to but
I
anyway.
never walk alone, Dr. Toto. You always got
yeah,
folks
we don't
there.
work along.
Yeah.
We say we don't work along. We'll be back. Uh,
Hey, all
so
right.
Okay, so for my end, it's okay. Family, okay. I'm doing fine. I just bless God for everything.
Amen.
So for today, like we said, it's all about roundtable discussion. Really, what's really on your mind?
We have an
Yeah,
open
thank you
line
for
too.
that. So what's on my mind actually is about the Lutheran University. As you know, Lutheran University um have been going through some issues ranging from leadership to funding and all of that. But the LUL is having her proposed I would say scheduled endowment fundraiser should be coming up in the month of May and a few weeks from now. So members of Aliyah and other well-meaning Liberians and those who are interested in education will be going down to Baltimore, Maryland, to see how best we can raise needed funds for the Lutheran University. Why it's true that we criticize and point out those issues, that the university is faced with. Equally so, we need to help the university, stand on her feet. So a few weeks from now, we will be going down to Baltimore, Maryland, to you know, participate in this event, and we're hoping that the chairperson of that steering committee, who happens to be the co-chair of the board, Mother Maria Reese Carpet, will have some time to join us between now to the event, and also members of the team that includes the Reverend Alexson and Mother Joyce Adams. She's there in Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, that's what on my mind for now.
Okay, Elijah.
Oh, good question.
Elijah, before you come in here, Becky, when he talks about the Lutheran University, I think, yes, I remember seeing the invitation. Reverend Addison share it in our Balupa chat room. Yeah, and he encouraged everyone to give that widow's mark. I think this is a great initiative when it comes to the university. And I must applaud the board, the co-chair, Sis Maria. She always in the driving seat. Yeah, always in the driver's seat to push LDL interest. I can really admire her for that. We come, we talk, we lash, but at least when there are things coming up, we all should be willing to chip in and see how best to support our own. This is something we all crowd for, and now we have it. I think it is something that we all should show concern. Okay, yeah, that's the invitation. To show concern about it. Yeah, Elijah.
Oh, good question. Thank you, couple. And I just want to add my voice to what Willie just said. The LUL event is very much important because the LUL is like our franchise. That's our baby. We have to do everything in our powers to ensure that this is successful. Um, this is a real case study for us. There are a lot of challenges, but we got to ensure that this is, accomplished through the LCL. However, what's on my mind? The LCL convention is on my mind. I'm just a little bit concerned about the level of planning that has been going on around the LCL convention, the level of information dissemination. Because as of today, like not many people know about the LCL convention, where it's taking place, like even in my Lucha Connection chat room, I don't know whether that information has been shared there to just inform people that the LCL is meeting this weekend. In Phoebe, and what are some of the activities and things that the LCL are going to be looking at this year. For me, the whole planning has just been shadow. Like there's no much information about the convention. People don't know what's going on. And, for me, like I always say, there's a need for the LCL to amplify her communication strategies, and also to bring awareness to the things that she does. There are a lot of things that the LCL is doing that make a lot of impact within the communities that they serve in Liberia, but information is not out there. A lot of people don't know what the church is doing because we're not marketing what we do. And if you don't talk about what you're doing, nobody gonna be a rocket scientist that you figure, oh, this is what you're doing. You have to put the information out there. You got to market yourself. You got to inform people about happiness. So as the LCS meeting this weekend, we all know that Phoebe has been a hotspot, and for the whole church to be meeting there, I think that's a good thing. The convention will be able to see some of the things firsthand, and they can make decisions about the church's assets that is in Phoebe. Because we have a beautiful compound, a lot of houses over there, and yet and still the LCO like is still struggling when it comes to funding herself, so financial sustainability and stuff like that. So these properties, when we maintain them, especially the big guest house we have over there, if you renovate that guest house, make it into a recreational center, that's something that you can raise money out of too to help support the church. Well, whatever the case might be, I'm hoping that this convention will be a convention that will create some awareness and bring some sanity to the LCL about some of the things that they're doing. So that's on my mind.
Yeah, yeah, you talk about publicity when it comes to the LCR convention. Like, uh, I think once it comes to election, that's the only time we hear noise about convention. But I don't think it should be that way. I think this convention is a reporting convention, right? A report in
Mm,
the decision making. So I think for me, I know that we have convention in April. But the time, the team, the venue, or no, yes, it's something that I heard today. Yeah, I think we need to work. The central office really need to work harder when it comes to information dissemination, when it comes to programs within the LCL. Yeah, so there are a lot of decisions that the church has to take. Yeah, there are a lot of things outstanding. So the issue of awareness, publicity, who knows? Someone may say, okay, I think I can find my way to the convention this year. I think I can go and hear this. I think I can go and give my input. So it's not only when it comes to election, then we be
yeah,
all around the place and be sending convention information all around. Even when it is a reporting convention, we need to share the information too. And we have various chat rooms. We just send the information out in the chat room. By now, we should be like 99%. Planning should be like 99%. The remaining one night just to go to the convention and implement whatever decision we have, recommendation we have, and then come back. But the Malnutrition Connection, one of our major source of communication or publicity. I don't know, maybe it was posted there, but I did not see anything concerning our upcoming LCR convention. So I don't know. So another question I have, Elijah, concerning that, will Aliyah participate in? Do you have any idea if Aliyah will be sending a representation at the convention?
That's one of the main thing that made me to bring up the whole thing. There's no information. I know one of the Alias meeting, I heard I think the president talking about if somebody is going to Liberia, uh, then they will represent Aliyah at the convention, and that's it. So as of today, I don't know whether Aliyah are gonna have a representative there. I know we have a seat there because we are partners, but I don't know whether there's a representative going right now or there's a representative in Liberia specified this weekend. But this week gonna be the convention in Phoebe.
Mm,
So, to my knowledge, um, Liberia will have a not Liberia. I'm sorry, Aliyah.
Mhm.
Aliyah will be part of the. Aliyah was invited to partners meeting, and we have, I believe, the Reverend Moses Goba and the secretary of the board of Aliyah will be. We're scheduled to attend a partners meeting, but being officially invited to the conference or the convention, that's something different. So I'm not pretty sure if Aliyah has a formal invitation to the convention, or maybe because we are all Lutherans, so we should just be part of the convention. But the partners are meeting, PMI, right? PRM meeting. We were invited to that, but
But just to provide information on that, Woody, so usually before the LCL convention, the partners emission meeting will happen, and those that are in the partners emission meeting, they are always like, if they always already have seats at the convention, they are dedicated lodge at that convention. So some of them can stay, like some of the partners who fly in, they can decide to stay for the convention. Some of them can leave. So obviously,
Eli- Elijah, just a question also too. Do you have evidence that the convention is this weekend?
yeah, yeah. The convention is this weekend, the 21st. They're going to be traveling to Phoebe on the 21st.
all right. So with that clarification, then Aliyah will be at the convention. These two representatives will be there. But I have a concern that um, Kopo mentioned that because this is not election convention. Despite this convention not being an election convention or electoral convention, there's a major decision that will be taking place at this convention. My understanding is that the issue on the tenure will be brought forth to this convention. Okay, and if this is if this is true, there's a major issue. There's a major issue that will be discussed at this convention that should carry enough publicity. Okay, and we've discussed this that any change or changes made to the constitution should should be taking effect on subsequent administration, not the current administration. And rumors have it that this administration is working behind the scene that changes taking place should take an effect on this administration, which of course we've invited a lot of guests on this platform, and they've shared their opinion that changes taking place should take effect on you know uh, uh, um, you know administrations to come. So there are a lot of major issues that will be discussed. There are a lot of issues that will be brought to the floor. Major decisions to be taken at this convention, and the fact that we don't have enough publicity. I know a lot of time we just say, it's just a Lutheran thing, it's a Lutheran thing. they don't do it. No, but we need to flag these issues because anything that is not done right is not done at all. Okay, so I just wanted to make a point to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it means that we get on the phone and get some of our insiders, especially our insider can reach out, then just let us making sure that even those on the committee, we
Hello,
remember,
you
we
getting
even,
me?
yeah,
Yeah,
now we
we
can
yeah.
get,
Can
yeah,
you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now. Maybe we can reach to our sources and find out if some of these issues will be brought to the floor. Elijah, and I think we talked one time saying that we're going to reach out to the committee, maybe invite the committee, or maybe just pick the committee's brain and find out what's going on, because I mean, there's a major issue. I mean, in making, and every time Deacon Kenneth, I mean, or couple is back,
Mhm.
just to land on this, right? Even
Mhm.
Deacon Kenneth, the chaplain of Aliyah, he raised the concern about changes being made to the LCL constitution. Changes have been made. Like, it is so much frequent. Changes being made to the L the LCL constitution, and the changes that have been made are all, most of them have been controversial, and we just been living by it and allowing them to go. I mean, these are things that we really need to flag and discuss them very well. If it means that we have a midweek section on this because the convention is this coming weekend, we need to talk about it.
No, whether I agree with you, like it's a constitutional document for every organization. It's always ambiguities in there, and there'll be no straight up constitution that meets the present day reality. So there'll always be room for amendment. And the issue is that once those amendments are done, they have to be united and live and follow. But one of the loopholes that we always find in our constitutional documents is the issue of implementation of our own constitution and the rules that we put down on our books. And sometimes when you try to hold those rules, so you want to go by those rules, play it by the letter, and then it becomes controversial and people take it out of context, like what just happened in the government with the expulsion of the representative. There are precedents that people
You
can
hearing
set.
me?
There are rules
Willie?
that people can set. The liberal constitution gives the House of
Yeah,
You
Representatives
hear
perfect.
me?
right. Yeah, we hearing you, couple.
Yeah, yeah, you
I'm
papa.
not hearing you people. I
You
don't
know,
know.
the constitution gives them. We hearing you
What
clear,
problem is it?
couple. So yeah, we hearing you, couple. So like I say, so in our constitution now, with what we just say, right, Willie, uh, there's a communication here. Since we're talking about the Constitution, there's a communication here that was written to the LCR Executive Council by one of our brothers, Brother Dickinson Williams. All right, he raises the concern about the treasurer of the LCR being properly bonded. All right, this is in the Constitution of the LCL, and this has been in the Constitution for a very long time. But how many people have ever asked the question as to whether the previous treasures of the LCR have they been bonded in the LCR before? But the question now would be, why is it that this is being raised at this time? Because people are reading this document, and people there have been a lot of um, misappropriation of LCR assets, and the treasurer, being the chief custodian of all of the church's property, should be held accountable. So if he's properly bonded, anything gets missing within the LCR, he can be held liable for those things. So, but if you don't bond him, then How can you hold him liable for those things? And the Constitution calls for that. But in the past, we have never been talking about that. But with recent incidences that have happened around the LCL, so somebody is reading the Constitution now. They're asking the LCL Executive Council, have you bonded this guy? Right? And everywhere in the Constitution where they place that clause for him to be bonded, is also controversial for me too, Willie. So in, in Section 3, Article 3 of the Constitution, it lists the responsibility of the treasurer. And then Section 2 lists qualification of the treasurer. So, and under that, the last clause, the second to the last clause says he, on the qualification now, he or she must be properly bonded. So, my question then would be, is he coming already bonded, or is the LCL bonding him? If it is on a qualification, because qualification is prerequisite to you getting into the job. So if you put that under qualification and say he or she must be properly bonded, so who's bonding him? Is he bonding himself as he's coming in, or after he's hired is the LCL bonding him? So the placement of that clause also is problematic. So if you look at it, it should be under the requirement, under his qualification. So I don't know how you guys think about it, but that's just my take on it.
Elijah, to the point, I know that Arturo would like to come in on this, but quickly to that point, right?
Arturo has to give his.
Papa, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, should I go ahead?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to come in.
Go ahead.
All right, good. So Elijah, to that point, quickly, I just want to add on that and thanks to Brother Dickinson. All right, it doesn't mean that because something had not been done in the past, we cannot do it now. Okay, we can do it. All right. So the fact that this issue has been raised, okay, in the past we have not. What's her name? May Kanakai was not bonded, right? If May Kanakai was bonded by now, we could have been going through all of the 54 or 57,000 issues that we went through, and until today, the Jack on Safun, okay, and I mean nothing, no retribution, nothing about it. All right. We had who? I think that was Father Konyo, right? Yeah, I remember it was Father Konyo, right?
Yeah, before May was Konyo.
Yeah, May was Konyo. Okay, those I can just remember.
No. Josh Padlet.
Padlet.
Was Josh Padlet before May?
Thank you very much. Josh Padlet. I remember Father Konyo so well because most time we go to say no money.
Yeah. Uncle George came after Father Konyo.
Yeah. Right. Uncle George, if George Padlet was bonded, and Father Konyo was bonded, even going back to Mother Bean, Gladys Bean, right? Gladys Bean also served as treasurer for the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Mm-hmm. The fact that these people were not bonded, we cannot say today we can bond the current treasurer.
No, Willie.
No.
Willie, right. You and I do not have that information.
No, we don't have
that part have not been seen or it has not been talked about. Yeah, not been talked about.
So whether the past administration did it.
Couple. That's what Elijah said. Thank God that we're reading our Constitution now. Lutherans have become interested in reading our Constitution, and a Lutheran researcher or a Lutheran archaeologist has gone down deep, he dug deeper into the Constitution, and now we found out that these people need to be, and they should be brought to the
floor of the convention. This is a serious thing we talk about the convention. Yeah.
It should be brought to the floor of the convention. I am hoping, and this is the reason why I said that this convention is critically important as an
it is very crucial.
A lot of things that a lot of decisions, okay, will be taken at this convention.
I
will be brought to the floor of this convention. So the fact that we don't have enough publicity about this convention, I'm afraid. That's what I would say. I'm afraid. It is not about the issue of money. Facebook is virtually free unless you want to make money or you want to do something else. But Facebook is free. The Lutheran Church in Liberia until now, the Lutheran Church in Liberia does not have an official Facebook page.
Nope.
It's concerning. Even the bishop does not have an official Facebook page. It's concerning. I'm not saying that the G. Victor Patmore page, that is Patmore as a father, Patmore as a husband, you know,
That's
Patmore
his
as an
personal
uncle.
page.
Okay, that's personal page. But page of the bishop, office of the bishop, that's different. That's a sacred page. Sacred leadership page. He needs to have that page. The page of that he sending out information. Whoever manages that page is up. Maybe George can manage that page for him. That's great because George have been the one sending out information, and most of the information from me I receive, you know, official documentation comes from George. We should be coming from the office of the secretary, but I've been receiving it from George. And which of course I want to thank George for that opportunity that, you know, I can have access to that, you know, information. So that, you know, these people were not bonded in the past. We should stay bond the treasure. All the laptop issues on the present, we don't know whether, I don't know if the laptops have been recovered or not.
But Willie, my
And
question here is,
hello, Elijah, can we allow that?
Who should bond? Elijah, I guess who should bond, right?
yeah.
Can we allow that Toto to come in? Can we allow that Toto to come in?
Go ahead, I think the
Dr.
answer
Toto, can we hear from you?
I mean, just to out our say convention so they know the demographic thing that the demographic might change. You know, the Lutheran Church in Liberia, like a Muslim church, is a very big institution, and that's why I asked Elijah if he knew the official date of the convention. If the official date of the convention is this weekend, that is very concerning in terms of publicity, in terms of information being sent out, especially if the Lutheran Church in Liberia don't have an official page like what it's talking about, but at least they have a Facebook group network, by Lutheran Connection, where most of them are in that like an official page, but even though it's like an independent page, but other information can be sent through that network, you know, to give people information about the convention. Even the agenda of the convention should have been published. You know, but we don't know how to do it in the past, but because maybe we don't have the social media at that time, they will take convention agenda of the convention, but I think it should be published for delegates to see the agenda for the convention. But up to now, I'm not seeing no agenda for the convention. We have not seen any official publication yet. Maybe a bit done to the executive council, but people that are out, you know, to know the convention, the team of the convention, the various speakers, you know, these are all information kind of good for the church. Like we discussed some time ago, we are talking about when it comes to the residence clause for the constitutional amendment, and then the tenured age, retirement, all those things, those are to be discussed. And this actually is key for the coming convention here, because some of the very people, they are not even qualified, they will not be qualified to contest in their bishop election, and which is very important. And I think the convention will be addressing some of the issues to regarding the age requirement, like we hearing. They want to change, they want to amend the constitution again to be able to get additional room for age. So the convention being so quiet, we don't know what type of game they play and what are the message that they send out. The kind of thing that we have to do, we have to dig deeper and get more understanding of the convention, the report. And this is what we try to say. Not that we're trying to bomb off the church corps, but we continue to see about the PRO arm of the church is very weak. There are so many message channels that can be used to disseminate information out to the public, but that is going on. You know, like maybe we'll get information from George Moruba about the bishop office. That will come, or one of George Moruba, the official secretary of the church, or the bishop. We don't know all these things there. So it's a concerning. Seriously, we had already discussed with people.
Yeah, it is concerning, right? You talk about the communication aspect. Maybe it was sent to the various parishes attached with the agenda. But again, I guess by now, Parity has received the communication for the upcoming convention because
Yeah,
they are
definitely so. No couple we know to receive it, but
yeah. So what are those information are attached? Like
Kobo, I have a question. Kobo, I have a question.
yeah.
If we can get publicity, we got publicity, enough publicity about the we got enough publicity about the Thanksgiving service. I want to word it. It wasn't just a Thanksgiving. I think thank God not being indicted service or thank God indictment draft service. We had a Thanksgiving service for that and a lot of publicity on that. Then a convention that will affect our church, the future of our church.
He made some correction. He said the convention, the correct arrival date is on the 22nd of April.
Right. Okay. So the correct arrival date is for the 27th of April. Okay. So now we just receiving this. Okay. We should have received it a long time ago.
On Wednesday.
So we don't wait. We don't wait until issues are flagged before we start making correction.
Yeah, but the publicity is very poor. That is right.
I mean, maybe the youth do very well. The youth auxiliary does very well when it comes to even publicity. When they go into their convention, you see flyers, even fast and prayer or midweek service. The youth will send flyer out. How long does it take to create a flyer? Or
the convention chair? Who chair in this convention?
The convention chairperson. How long does it take?
What's the chair for this convention?
The chair. Are they the host district?
I don't even know the chairperson of this convention. I don't know. There's no flyer, nothing, no. I mean, by now we will see either a banner, we'll see flyers, we see all of those. Nothing. We just see this right out. I think the BA. I've just seen that.
The BA just post. Let me just read what he says.
Yeah.
April 19, 2026. Could even pastors, parishioners of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, please be informed that there is incorrect information circulated regarding the arrival date for the 21st Biennial Convention of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. The previously shared date of Thursday, April 23, 2026 is not accurate. The correct arrival date, Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026, can they help disseminate this correct information to all concerned? Reverend Thomas J.P. Bishop Lutheran Church in Liberia. So what's it for 22nd or 23rd? What's it?
So it starts Wednesday. Wednesday is the arrival. So that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you depart.
Yeah.
So it's from Wednesday.
It does say arrival is on Wednesday. Usually arrival is on Thursday, but now arrival is on Wednesday. Now my question that to do, right? Elijah, I want you to jump in. My question is, this information being shared out at what time is it in Liberia right now? It's about 8:39 p.m.
8:43.
It's being posted. Huh?
You see
how many people have received this information?
What they got me break it up?
No, my question is, the information being shared at 8:50, let's say 8:39 p.m. By now in Liberia, a lot of people going to bed, or some people trying to make their way to bed, or go inside locking their doors and putting, using the very security mechanism to safeguard their houses. So, how many people are going to see this?
We talk about, that's why I talk about information dissemination. I want to beat up the BS more. That the communication is set out. He said the misinformation being shared about Thursday the 23rd, which should have been the 22nd. Where was the previous information posted before about the convention? What's the information for the convention? Or they just said communication?
Yeah.
That's all. Yes, the communication, the paragraphs, and the I don't know what are those very. I don't know.
The issue about the 21st.
The agenda.
Yeah, the issue about the 21st, it was a pastor that told me that they leaving for for Phoebe on the 21st. That was a pastor that told me that. So it's surprising to see the BA coming in the 9 hours, to say, hey, there's a misinformation floating out there. So what did you communicate to the parishes? During the past months when you are planning, what did you communicate? That you coming at the 11 hour now to make the correction and say, hey, how many people going on social media that said this is the correction to the communication sent by the LCF?
If the BA didn't follow the show, okay, hold on here. When they get done,
So, Papa Elijah, do you think that the 21st information was sent out, or it is because of what you said that I'm making the BA to come out with this correction?
Apparently, he was following the show and he heard that, and
Yeah,
because yeah,
the circular that was sent to the federal parishes, it carries the 22nd as a rival, but because you talk about the 21st, and he trying to make the correction.
yeah.
Because if you were send the circular to the parishes and say the 21st is a rival, and you just coming on now to say probably they call the federal parishes and send the information.
Yeah, I actually tried calling the BA, but I think he might be sleeping or so. But he's online, but he didn't pick up. So.
Yeah, but this is very serious. This is a serious issue. This is why honestly imagine. The BA ready.
Well, I just say he just posted, but I called him, he didn't pick up. Maybe he went up there.
This is a very serious issue, and I think the issue of planning have become a serious issue for us, right? We wait like two I can remember for the Montreal District Convention that was hosted at Partnersville. When Reverend posted our information in our in Partnersville chat room, it was like I think in January. You having a convention in February, then you writing the parish, telling the parish that you want to host convention in February. So in that case, when the parish say, "Oh no, we are not ready for that," because all of the parishes have their own calendar of events. So why if people have already planned a program on that date, and you send a communication to that parish to host? So because you the big boss, they will just have to forego whatsoever they have planned to accommodate the bigger people in the picture. But I don't think it should be done that way. You should have a year to plan. Like honestly, people plan for a year. You see it to be a long time, but before you bop your eye, you have already reached to that program, right? So it takes They send a communication. 2027 will be having this. And it can look so funny to me because we wait for 3-4 months before we start planning. So when I see the people program 2027 will be this convention, I'm like, you in 2027, we just 2027, but you got 2027 program. So it gave you upper time to plan. Even at the end of the day, you will see things will be in place. So you will not wait. Another thing again that they do, you wait like a month or two to the convention, then you read a parish to bring 5 cartons of sperry, 5 cartons of fish, 2 bags of rice. So what you expect? You know how much follow things? It can't even be real. You cannot look, for example, my parish. You look at Bonafide, say Bonafide bring 5 cartons of sperry. You go into a convention, you say, okay, 5 cartons of sperry, 2 bags of rice, and 3 cartons of fish. For who now? For who? So when the banner one remade, everybody pack it, put it in a car and carry it. Why would you tell one parish to bring 5 cartons of chicken, 5 cartons of sperry? I don't think we are being sincere. We have been sincere to ourselves. So
the whole thing about this convention, it should be a whole year planning process. I don't know where do they appoint a chairman of the convention. And how know when the chairman is appointed. There are a lot of things we change in our church. Another church of the we have to be innovative, come with new ideas, how to move things forward. Our church, the CEO church for the 1860, the 1930 or 1980, things are changed. and we had to keep on that the pace of that change.
Yeah, that total the convention that brought Bishop Jensen into office. I was on that planning committee. I work along with the chairperson and the LCA Executive Council. The bishop appoints the convention planning committee, and the convention endorsed that person, and the executive council endorsed that person, and with the core of like the team members, and they go to work. So they're working in coordination with the bishop's office, and everything that the committee is doing is communicating with the bishop office as well. So, and this is not just 2 days to the convention. It's almost like at the beginning of the year when it is a convention year. And you have to start planning everything that you want to get done at that convention, because you know that convention is in April, right? So you get basically like 4 months in between to
Elijah,
plan.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
No, no, 4 months is not insufficient.
do you
No,
No,
no.
that's
It's
sufficient.
not.
Elijah, my question is being a former planner or previous convention, how you guys set the agenda and when the agenda is sent out of the convention?
I don't think
Good.
they can send the agenda.
What they do, the LCR is not where you can send out the agenda prior to the convention. What they do is that they do the souvenir program for the convention, and that is in coordination with the office of the Secretary General of the LCR. So the office of the Secretary General is responsible to do the souvenir program, outline the daily proceedings of the convention. So it's not usually posted like prior to the convention. But however, communication to the convention, dates of the convention is kind of announced to all of the parishes. We agree that that information went out, but now that the LCA is so stratified, you have different people. You got people in the diaspora that are so much interested in what's going on in the LCA, and in the digital age now, where you have access to different platforms that you can send out this information. So it is very important to leverage technology. So, like you're talking about, like what couple is saying, you're looking for a bag of rice, you're looking for chicken stew, you're looking for pepper for convention. It would have been very helpful if you posted that listing in my Lutheran connection and say, hey, Lutherans, contribute to this. We're going to convention. We're going to be in Phoebe for 4 days, and we need to feed the convention. We want people to contribute XYZ. You have a lot of goodwill Lutherans. People in the diaspora who will not come to the convention, they can contribute 10 and 5 cents. And that can accumulate into something very substantial that you might not be able to spend money on your convention budget for feeding. That you will raise that just from putting it out there, asking people to contribute, but we don't do those things, and so it is kind of difficult right now with the way communication is in the LCL, and I think we've emphasized it over and over and over, and we're talking about publicity, about how communication is going on in the LCL, but you cannot cry more than the bereaved.
Elijah, listen. This is becoming a pattern now, and it's becoming worse. The the women, Lutheran women, LCL women had just gone to a convention, and they had elections, and that was also done under our. And it is. This is not a statement of my Lutheran connection. I stand responsible for my own comment. I would say this convention was held under the cover of darkness, zero publicity, and they went to this convention and had election at this convention. Okay, this is just wrong. You are serving the people, you're not serving yourself. The people should be aware of anything that is taking place in our church. Okay, so we cannot just consider this as something normal. Oh, they have bad publicity. Okay, yeah, that's kumbaya, bad publicity. It's wrong. It was wrong yesterday, it's wrong today, and it will be wrong tomorrow. With this, I frown on the beer. The beer is not sleeping. The beer is up. The beer is watching us. Okay, the church is watching us. LCL is watching us as we speak. The fact that whatever thing that is going on in the LCL Central Administration Office, that is up to them. The left hand or the right hand is not communicating with one another. That's up to them. But you people are in that central office to serve the Lutheran Church in Liberia. You're not serving you are not serving your constituents, or you are not serving your party, political party, pretty much to say. You are not serving your family, nothing like that. You are serving the Lutheran Church in Liberia. If your political party, your social group, your family, they are all part of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. You're serving everyone. You're serving all of us as Lutherans. So it is wrong. And I think these are issues that need to be brought to the floor to be discussed. Just as we spoke a lot of time about the Lutheran University, and today we see the Lutheran University has come to reality, we need to continue speaking about these issues. And I want to say thanks to Brother Dickerson for making a comment on this bounding issue. And I hope it comes on the floor, because there are a lot of stuff that happens in the LCL. It happened under the common. I mean, it happened Nicodemously. That's how it happened. And at the end of the day, we just say, you know,
so you want to say
When
the Nicodemus Convention?
the women's convention was
I was
Nicodemus.
classify this because we don't even know the chairperson of the chairperson of the committee of this convention is a Nicodemus convention, and this is my own statement. It's not a statement of my Lutheran connection.
Oh wait, let me mention you mentioned the women convention, right? And
Yeah.
for me, that convention was very alarming for me to see the women.
Under the cover of darkness.
The women department in the LCL over the years has been one of the most competitive and fast growing and vibrant department within the LCL, right? To see that the women went to convention. It was an election convention, and a single lady did not put her hand up to say, "I want to be the president for this group." That tells you that there's a problem.
Where was that convention?
Yeah, people lack the motivation right now, right? There should be something to reawaken the motivation within the women's department, and that can only happen if you remove Yama. I don't know, Yama boy.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I had a serious problem when the church started collecting money through mobile money, individual mobile money. I have a serious problem with this administration. I had a problem with them then, and now I still have a problem.
It's still happening?
Well, we have had no report on saying Yama Boa's mobile money was used. What was the report on that?
Which money was paid on Yamaboa personal account?
Oh yes, the Luqua 10,000 fundraiser.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that post as well. I have the document for it. It was circulated.
Okay, so folks, we need to recognize our guests. And this is my MLC talk. We are discussing all things Lutheran on a roundtable discussion. You can call in. The BA, can you please call in so you can give us certain information? Just call in, please. Like Elijah said, the BA is sleeping. I guess the BA is not sleeping. You don't know how the BA will be sleeping, he'll be writing. So at this time, we would like to recognize our guests. Weddy, can you please recognize our guests?
Sure, absolutely. We want to recognize our brother Nyakwe F. Flomo. Brother Nyakwe F. Flomo is from
Hallelujah.
We want to say thank you so much. That's a Reverend. Yeah, Reverend Flomo. We want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Our tough talking brother, the brother Cesar Goya. And you all know Cesar Goya is my cousin. So and he's also sending greetings out to Reverend Flomo. He said, "Hi, Salah." Salah. They may didn't go to LTI, but you say asking about Salah. Anyway, I don't know how.
Yeah, but I'm Reverend from Salah. So he's calling your
The message he can be excited when people. The message he can be excited when you see people close up to the area of Zolo Wall. Yeah, from Salah to Zolo Wall, like a few minutes drive.
Man, you like? I thought you were going to say that.
Few on the mirror.
Yeah, I want to say
east side for Salah. You tell a road for Salah to go Zolo Wall. I've been to Zolo Wall.
Man, when you want to Zolo Wall?
I mean, I'm a national president for the
Lutheran National president, and you will not go Zolo.
Look at you.
You can still have a national Lutheran youth president and you don't visit all of your parishes. It's not possible.
Our sister Dedek Kamara. Someone from St. Matthew just posted right here. But anyway, we're gonna read that. Stephen Seakwele, want to welcome you so much. Well, Stephen is a regular follower from
Sewala. That's Stephen Sewala.
Yeah, Stephen Sewala. Yeah.
Former president.
I didn't even show you the picture. So
I hear West.
Hold a cross. He was a former president. Hold a cross, Bon Mines.
Dr. Trudeau, I
He
think
didn't serve as district president.
that's a picture that we can take with Steven Sewa
No,
afterward.
Steven was not. I think he was district president.
Our mother, Victoria Nangbe Johnson.
Mrs. Johnson has not been well. Speedy recovery. I mean,
Sorry.
yeah.
I have
Because
an
she get,
issue with her.
she always recognize you.
That is it, yeah. She only recognize our daughter.
Mrs. Johnson, please recognize the team. You have been very biased.
No.
Please.
She said good evening, family. She never left us outdoors. She said good evening, family before she came to recognize you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How would she recognize her anyway?
We should speedy recovery.
But Gibson Flomo, we want to say welcome. Thank you so much. Collie Ajibrikin Abraham. I think this is Collie from the Lutheran University. Yes.
Please record the comment.
He said, following closely from Phoebe Compound. Firstly, let me appreciate the platform and acknowledge the level of coordination to all who contributed in resolving issues that arose at the Phoebe campus, LUL. On behalf of the student body, I say thanks to you all. While issues are still there, steps are in line to resolve and bring these to normality. One key recommendation I can give as a student to the board and institution is to have a very effective public relation office to help. All right.
And the same information dissemination. Maybe things are happening and people it's just not cover.
You don't have a designated person who's supposed to speak on behalf of the institution. So everybody get doing their own thing.
Yeah, and our sister Marley Morba Kekula, we want to say she's following closely. She's following. She said, "I'm following." So you see, she said she's following. So following is on a broader level, but following closely, then you got to be careful. Secretary General. Exactly. This is Secretary General. I mean, look at it. She said, "I'm following."
Follow you.
Okay.
Closely.
And she comes back and says, "I'm following closely." But now something I caught her attention.
Yeah, all the thing you say.
I say, yeah. The Reverend Wokolo Colley, J. Wokolo Colley. You know, when I see Reverend Wokolo Colley, I just think about the days at Elijah. I mean, nothing here to come brag about, okay? But the days at St. Peter's, you know, the Reverend Wokolo Colley, the Reverend Jerome Labely, the Reverend Alexander.
Those are all products of St. Peter's, man. Evangelistic department.
All right, listen, you know what? All right. Listen,
give credit to where credit due to.
But I said, and also to when you come to Wokolo, right? He one of the guys since in the early that day, I got to know him. Too consistent.
Yeah,
very consistent. Yeah.
Is there Wokolo a son to a parish?
Yeah.
Which parish?
This was the biggest parish in the Lutheran Church of Liberia.
Right?
I think he has a he has a preaching point on St. Matthew.
He is as the question couple asked.
He's to be Habel, right? He's to fill Lutheran Church in Habel.
No, he's not there anymore.
He's not Habel. Habel. What's the pastor name? Salome is at Habel.
And Salome is at Habel.
Before, right? He used to be there.
Yeah, he was there before.
All right.
But Reverend J. Wokolo Colley, just to be clear, and for the record, that he is assigned to the biggest parish in the Lutheran Church in Liberia, the LCA, which is St. Matthew's Lutheran Parish.
Hold up, man. Hold up. All right. Hold up, man.
I wish congregation.
See, Peter, what I get,
congregation is St. Matthew congregation.
No, he's not with St. Matthew congregation. He got a preaching point on the St. Matthew congregation around. I just don't know the name of the place.
It's around the Peloton area.
Yeah.
Peloton, something. That's just about the area he lives. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's we have some new Oh, okay, brother Fokpa, brother Fokpa Darlington Kolba is here from Shoe Factory. Fokpa and
Chicken
I,
soup factory.
yeah, Chicken to Factory from Gulf Community, GC, and our father, and we're hoping that Father Minikpele, hopefully this time around, we can see you.
We need to bring you to the other show every one of the guys.
Eh?
You don't bring
Yeah,
the
we
show.
can have him as one of our guests, and
Yeah.
hopefully this year we can see him in
So can
Baltimore. A lot
ask
of people want to see him.
who can ask you another question. Then you can appear on the show.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of folks wishing to see him.
That the Phoebe grew in there. Oh, that the Phoebe grew in there.
This is from Phoebe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why we want to
Oh,
see him at Baltimore this year. We want to see him at Baltimore, hopefully.
So what a wisdom to us.
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
living Phoebe for the most part of his life.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah. So far, these are the few. But on a serious note, man. Anyway, couple take a show. But on a serious note, I'm
Tata Toto,
Yeah.
what's on your mind?
Oh, you can't be ask me about what they talking about do.
Because I want to tell you, I say like that. No, you like I said you didn't. I said no, you did.
No,
Yeah,
you're not going to
yeah.
forget to what I said when I brought about the LCA
But maybe that was
convention.
on his mind.
You can see no about too. But
Maybe that
Oh,
was on his mind.
yeah, the convention.
I didn't write
You
something.
know, my concern was the agenda of the convention, going to the convention, because like what they were saying, this is a Nicodemo convention, which I don't want to lead to, but I think this is a light convention. But I just so concerned about the agenda that we discussed, because some time ago we saw for the Pastoral Fellowship in the Southeast, there was a resolution that came from that Pastoral Fellowship. And also we saw the issue of the Constitution Amendment. Everything. We don't know whether no recommendation will be part of the agenda of the convention this year. So those are things that need to be made to us, the public. That's just my concern.
Yeah, and to the point that which of course we've been talking about all evening, that these issues are concerning. Okay, they are concerning. That going as far as southeast, and having a very fruitful meeting, and the information is not being shared. Okay. The chairperson of the Pastoral Fellowship, the Reverend Jomani Wiki. All right. I mean, first of all, I think since the past perhaps like 3-4 years or so, or maybe since 2021, he had been president of this Pastoral Fellowship. Brother Elijah, what's the tenure? For this whole Pastoral Fellowship. I think Giovanni Wiki have been there, and we've seen nothing from the Pastoral Fellowship. I mean, not to really beat him, but
wait, why would you ask me about the tenure of the
Pastoral
Fellowship? I'm not a pastor, though.
But you're a pastor somebody. Maybe if I brother people who want that, you take a man. Yeah, I want to Deacon son.
You know what it does? That's very good that you assume that I might know, but unfortunately, I don't know the tenure for the leadership. For the leader. But you raise a serious point here, Willie, when it comes to the role and function of the Pastoral Fellowship of the LCL. Because sometimes back we talk about the pension, we talk about pastoral welfare and everything else. And we have Larry Marquet coming on the show as well. We talk about some of the things affecting pastors. So the only time you see the Pastoral Fellowship very active and talking when it comes to assignment of pastors. But how are they actively advocating for themselves? Like their welfare, the pension. How are they reading this document and making? Now they're all going to convention again. All of the pastors, they're heading all the parishes, they're going to convention again. What are they carrying to the convention? Are we going to go to convention again and eat and drink? The Pastor Blanket said they drink water and then say pass? Is this what we're going for? So
drink water and pass.
drink water and pass. So one we expect that the pastoral fellowship of the LCL, they serve as the watchdog for the welfare of the pastors. The leadership of the pastoral fellowship, they should serve as a watchdog for the pastoral fellowship. Anything that affecting the body, the pastors, they should be able. So, like, given the fact that you have so many pastors that are serving in rural areas, that should be of major concern. How the urban pastors are related to those pastors that are in the rural area, and how the need or how are the needs of those people in the rural area are being met by the LCL as well. But we don't see this thing happening. Some of the pastors, when they find themselves in a very comfortable position, they don't think about other pastors that are down there in the rural area that are struggling. And that brings about hard feelings, that brings about conflict, because somebody who has the same qualification as you is serving in the rural area, but you are in the urban area. And then there's the whole class system. When they all meet, somebody feels that they are better than the other person because they are serving in a better area. So the LCL Pastoral Fellowship needs to go back to her drawing
I think
board
I
and
think the
come back
LCL
with,
Pastoral Fellowship operates during election time. That's the only time they operate and they get
yeah,
some
it's
benefits. That's
hard.
it.
It's actually hard to place your finger on what the pastoral fellowship is doing. They recently they went for, like they went for the retreat down there in the southeast. They wouldn't know talking about that is constitutional amendment, but who should be participating in elections. How is that so much important to you versus your own well-being? How is that so important to you versus your own well-being? I would expect that you guys will take the pension scheme and bring it to a book, put the bishop in for y'all, and put the administrator of the LCI in for y'all, and talk about how you can strengthen the whole pension thing with you and how it benefits you and your family as when you retire. And
Mhm, mhm. So for that reason, you will see people, even when they reach the age of retirement, you're afraid to be retired because there's nothing to hope on. You have nothing to say, well, I'm retired today. This is what I will have. Or how really are they even holding parishes accountable for their own pension? How are they holding parishes accountable for their own pension? Even holding themselves for that 40%. How many of them paying at 40%? How many of them?
that's right, couple. And
Yeah.
besides that, how many of them paying the 40%? Some of them, the churches that they serve at, pay the money for the patient. They take it and put it in a pocket and eat it. They refuse to take it to LCS Central Administration. That has happened in the past. And it's still happening. Some of them eat the pension money given to them, the contribution from their parishes. They eat it. Some of the pastors eat it. You can quote me on that. And I know some of them who have eaten their
But
money.
why would the parish pay the 60% to the pastor?
Couple is your pension. It's your pension. And they give it to you, they say carry the LCL. Then you sit down on it and eat it. What do you expect the parish to do? It's your money. So you should be responsible enough to carry to the LCL and say, this is my pension contribution. But many of the pastors, as much as we're talking this, they can quote me on it. Many of them, they get in their pension money, the parishes, the server, they get in their pension money, they sit down on it, they eat it. They fail to take it to the LCL office.
So the issue of the patient is a serious issue. Yeah, it's very serious. But I don't know how our people take it because no one wants to work at the end of the day where you don't have the strength to work and you can't get nothing for you and your family.
I was
And
on the
I said,
executive
yeah.
council. I was on the executive
Mhm.
council. We had a parish bringing the complaint of a pastor who they have consistently given his pension money to, and
And
he
you don't get rid of him again.
yeah.
It is not his obligation to pay his 60%. The parish pays. So parish, you to your remittance to central office. You
Couple,
don't have to get rid of him. Yeah.
couple, the system that you have seen up here is different from the system that we have down there.
No, but no,
if
that's a point.
a pastor
What is-
goes to that finance office and tell the
No,
people,
just a point. I served as parish financial secretary before. We never pay pension to a pastor, 60% to go and pay. No. We tell a check to LCR name and carry. We didn't pay to pastor. We didn't do it. So
Yep.
if you gave the pastor your 60%, then he ate it for the first time. They say, why will you why get rid of him again for the second time?
Well, how
No.
about the man? How about the pastor and son is in Bele Baloma? How would that parent send his money to the LCS central office when
Exactly.
he
You're
the
in the
only man
urban area.
that can move from Bele
I can
Baloma
move go central
go
office.
to
Yeah,
central
that's
office?
another thing too.
Yeah, they tell you say, okay, we not raise your pension money. Yeah, pastor, take it and carry down there and go pay it. Then the pastor look at it and say that only he eat it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but to Kapo's point, right? To Kapo's point.
The
Let's say
upper
you are
parishes are doing it though. The upper
yeah,
parishes are doing what couple is saying. But the rural
right.
parishes, most of the
No,
pastors they're like, I don't have money in my hand, then you give me money to carry the LCS in your office. I had to look at it.
right. No, but this is the thing too, Elijah. To the point that Kapo made, even the money is given, the pension money is given to the pastor to, take to the LCL central office, and he, whatever he does with it, maybe Safun or something like that, or it doesn't appear on the LCL compound. The parish should ask the pastor for receipt when he comes back. And that's one thing the parishes fail to do. You should ask for receipt. Now, they make a check and balance that the
Where
LCS provide receipt.
Where do
Or the parish.
you don't know how the rural churches are operate.
I know,
Really?
Elijah. I know. And one thing too, right? The parishes should go to a convention like this convention and say, we pay our money, where's our receipt? Then now you put that identical pastor,
Yeah.
in Jubo.
Yeah.
But you say yeah. So, but the parishes can only raise that concern only if the issue of the patient is brought on a convention floor to talk about.
No, I mean, no,
right?
At the convention, Elijah, at the convention, I know we have a finance desk. So
Mhm.
if they go to that finance desk, not on the floor, but go to the finance desk and say, "This is our record. Our pastor has signed for this, and we send it to the church. But we want our receipt. Can you please give us our receipt?"
Yeah, as the days that we don't have it, what are you gonna do?
Then the patronizing today.
Right, my man. Some of those rural parishes, the pastor there is the Alpha and Omega. What he says is it. So nobody definitely raising the money give it to the pastor that whether he carried the LCO, he not carried the LCO. That one not his business. The thing is that people don't think about retirement in Africa. You know, they don't think about how important retirement is until they get old and it's time to retire. And then now they're all hitting the walls and stuff like that. Man, there are pastors that are struggling right now. That retired pastor, like you see Leroy Jenner saying his father.
That poster himself.
Yeah, his father gonna be retiring. He has nothing to show it about, and to show to show as a pastor. Yeah, right. Right. That's very alarming. Right.
And Elijah, sorry, I don't want to lose thought on this, right? It's something also too that I thought on today while coming on the show. And I know we've talked about this before, but we talk about property, right? We talk about various parishes being insured. For our church, you've been around central administration. Is there a system wherein that the church can even go and get a little policy, group policy, and have either pastors or members, how you call employees of the LCL, central administration or projects to go and take insurance, like how we do at what is done for us at our various jobs, provide a health insurance or something like that, so that it is taken from, it's taken from their salaries coming to the central administration and paying for health insurance. Because I'm saying this, that partners are not sending funds again, okay, and we know how the situation is like all over the world. I'm not only going to say in Liberia. The issue of health is concerning. It's very, very important. All right, like now, what's the name? Leroy is talking about his dad. I know Elijah, you can agree with me in the past that we have there's so many of our pastors, okay, from a minor illness that could have just been resolved, funding was available, to something of life-threatening. So this is something also that it could be brought to convention floor or to executive council meeting, that this be discussed, and if convention pass a resolution, the central administration see reason in that going some, because I know that there are companies in Liberia, there are institutions in Liberia that are taking a group policy or taking, health insurance services or benefit to their employees at their very job. And I can tell you that some of the companies are doing that in Liberia. Okay, and that's something I'm not sure if the LCA already has that.
No, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. You got a lot of insurance companies in Liberia, but it also comes with, pay money and compensation. Even a year, your job offer you health insurance through the job, but you also make contribution towards that insurance
Yeah,
policy.
absolutely. It's not
So,
free. Yeah.
so I think
Mhm.
that's a recommendation. That's something else you can look at, to improve the welfare of the pastors, especially for those living in the rural area. And then also talking about life insurance and other kind of thing. But I want us
Right.
to come back to Reverend S. Anthony Moluba, Leroy's dad, right? This is one of the oldest pastors within the LCA. He served alongside my dad. And this pastor, he's one of the pastors of the LCA, if I'm not mistaken. He have not served in any urban parish. Any of the urban parishes of the LCA, I don't believe that Reverend S. Anthony Moruba ever served. He started serving in Kodila. He was the pastor assigned in Kolula. From there, he came down to Torota, and he has been around that Torota and then went to the language translation center. He was the director there, and then the lay training center, and then he became like the administrator for the library in Torota. I think that's the last position he's currently in, or he held up to his retirement now. So this is a man who has lived all of his life in the rural area, serving the LCL. He's a great translator, right? Translated the Bible into like the Pere Bible Project, where S. Anthony Modular was the team lead on that translation process. So these are
Mm.
people who have contributed immensely to the LCL, right? Now he is retiring, and now his child is worried about him as to how
So his family is
he
worried.
got
Not only his child,
yeah,
his family.
yeah, he's worried on how he's gonna survive after he retired, right? After he retires, what's gonna happen to him? And
It's
it-
worrisome.
it's worrisome because like those areas they don't pay, they don't. Sometimes you go and
Guys, guys, hold
are
on.
we
We have a
is
call.
that the
Is
is
that a
that
BA?
the BA
We have a
guy,
call.
the
We have
BA
a
that
call
woke
from
up?
PA.
Yeah, so
Is
I
that
want
a
to say,
BA?
Leroy, I feel your pain, and I want to say congratulations to.
Oh, now you're here.
Maybe when he trying to get the BA set up,
Yeah.
the BA just
Yeah,
got up from
that's,
there. The BA just got up from there, so he just
it's
returning your
serious.
call.
That's
All
serious.
right,
It's
all right,
serious.
guys. Guys, 1 second, please. Folks, we have on the line with us the BA of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, the Reverend Thomas Z.P. Reverend, want to say thank you so much for following up with the call because I did call you. We actually just want to get information on the convention, like who's the chairperson of the convention, and we saw that you just posted a clarification in the My Lutheran Connection chat room. Do you mind, just to provide, information on the convention chairperson and expand a little bit on the information and clarification you share in the group chat?
Yeah, we realized that some people are carrying misinformation about the arrival date. And the arrival date is the 22nd, which is on Wednesday. But people are calling, asking, because they got information that the arrival date is on Thursday. They are saying that that's the information they received from the General Secretary, and I don't want to believe that. So I just took up the responsibility to make the clarification because I realized we're urgent. Robert Boa called me from Kakata. Even Woklo Koli was concerned today. Just a lot of people. So it's good to make that clarification so everyone will know exactly when the arrival date is at the convention, which is on Wednesday, the 22nd of April, 2026.
Reverend, I have one more question. Then we have Elijah will come in. Do we have like publicity material, like flyers, the banners, t-shirts? Are they ready for this assembly, and have that been shared already?
We have banner. We have banner at the LCL office. There is one in Phoebe where the convention will take place. I don't know whether I saw one at St. Peter. But we have banners.
No, do we have flyer like the correction that you just made, saying that instead of Thursday it's going to be Wednesday? Does the banner carry Thursday or Wednesday? Just to clarify.
Wednesday.
Okay.
The 22nd.
Okay. Can you please hold on the line a little bit, please? Elijah is right there. Then the daughter couple is right here too. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hi, Reverend Pay. Thank you very much for getting on the call. I know you saw my missed call as well. I'm just concerned about the publicity around this convention, given the fact that we have not been able to see, like you're talking about banners being printed, flyers and invitations and stuff. I'm concerned that we haven't been able to see any of these things in my Lucha Connection chat room or maybe on Facebook or what have you. Also, I just want you to give an overview to us about what are some of the things we expect that the LCL will be talking about at this convention.
Mm-hmm. What you said? What we'll be talking about at this convention?
Yeah, what are some of my first concern is why is it that we haven't been able to see a lot of publicity around this convention as it relates to flyers and things immediately in my Lucha Connection chat rooms, just to let people know the convention dates and stuff like that. And then my second concern is to just give us an overview of some of the major things that you're going to be talking about during this convention.
Regarding flyers, I think letter was written. We wrote letter all over everyone, the auxiliaries, the departments, the parishes, the churches, members of the executive council. At the executive council, this was announced to district convention. People know very well that LCL convention starts on the 22nd. So in terms of flyer going around, no, we didn't do that. These things involve finances when you talk about flyer. But we wrote letter. Letters went all over. Letter went all over about this. These letters are there, and that is the reason why we just made a correction, because it is necessary to do so when this information is going around about the convention. Regarding some of the things that will be discussed, I think the theme of the convention speaks it all. United
What's the theme?
Healing
Sorry.
and nation.
What?
Reverend, could you please repeat that the theme again, please?
United in Christ for the healing of the church and nation. 2 Chronicle 7:14. I'm sorry if you didn't get that, because I think went all over. I'm just shocked to say that those of you out there in the diaspora, you don't even know anything about this. I would be really shocked. I have to read that out tomorrow at a meeting.
Yeah, honestly, some of us even got to know about the PMI meeting from the Communication Center Aliyah. That's what I am, aware of. But convention being tomorrow, that's something that my Lutheran Connections. Wednesday. Yeah, pretty much Wednesday. That's something that my Lutheran Connection is not aware of.
I'm sorry about that, but I think the General Secretary should be able to address this more than I can do. Because he is the secretary, and he has been sending out all of the information.
Couple, do you have any questions? Elijah, you have follow-up questions?
Yeah, he did. Talk
Yeah,
about the overview of some of the major things they're going to be talking about at the convention.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether my being out, whether he talk about any constitutional issue that will be discussed there. Did he talk about anything? Would there be any constitutional matter at that convention?
Yeah. I think the draft constitution was sent up by the secretary. That's what I want to believe because the constitution committee got through with the draft and was sent to the general secretary, and his duty was to send that to everyone that is coming to the convention. Because I was in the last meeting, and Thomas Jala met and was in the last meeting of the second to the last meeting. Sorry, the last meeting, Thomas Jala, the chair of the BNT, it was in that meeting, and after that meeting, the Constitution draft Constitution was sent to the office of the General Secretary. It's supposed to be sent over to everyone that is coming to that convention at least.
So was it sent to the various parishes? Was it attached to the circular that was sent to the various parishes? These are the constitutional issue that will be addressed at a convention, like what the youth normally do going for convention, those issues, they can then attach it to the circular that sent to parishes, at least so you can know what you're going to do there.
What I do know is that propositions were sent, even we received one from Aliyah. All of the propositions were sent to the Constitution Committee, and the committee compiled all of them in their various categories, and they had a final meeting and they sent it to the General Secretary. So those propositions should be to the various parishes on the office of the General Secretary. I'm using should be because I was actually out when they had a meeting. The last meeting is the Jala who attended it. So I will have to check my email because I came in this evening. I have to check my email to see what it was sent out. But the Constitution Committee did that work. They had a meeting, and it is out for viewing because we got to discuss it at the convention.
Reverend, before we let you go, can you give us an overview of what the convention going to look like, or some of the major things that you plan to talk about?
Things can come out of convention from the Bureau reports. The Lutheran Church Convention is usually follow the traditional path. You have the bishop report, you have the general secretary report, you have report from projects and institutions of the general secretary, and we'll make and these reports, and there will be issues that will come on the committee on the reports that we'll look at, because usually the bishop will be making a report of at the biennium and the 2 years he has worked, what has been his challenges, what has been his achievement, what are those things I would look forward to seeing, as we press forward for the remaining term that he has. And we will be talking something about the 2028 gathering, some of the work that we're doing. Take for instance, you'll be presenting the agriculture fund at the Hamburg that has been opened up for the LCL. And then we talk about the university. Some of the issues will come out of his report. We'll look at, but his report is very comprehensive. Very, very comprehensive.
Okay. Reverend, just one more, and before you leave, could you please commit to sharing with us the draft constitution or the draft report from that Constitution Committee that was circulated, since it has been circulated, to our viewer parishes? I think sharing it with us, I don't think it will be an issue now, since that it is out there in the public.
That shouldn't be that shouldn't be that shouldn't be an issue. I said, like I said to you, I just entered,
Okay.
and when I saw your missed call, so
Okay.
I will go to my email.
Yeah.
As soon as I see it there,
Okay.
I will forward it to you. If I don't see it there, I will call the general secretary tonight
Okay.
to find out why is it not being shared with the people that are supposed to have it.
Okay. Then one last thing. This is just perhaps maybe a yes or no question or so. There are a lot of concern about publicity of our church. I think the last time you appeared, you also alluded to that publicity, information dissemination about our church. The immediate past president of the district, the Monrovia district, is also concerned that he's just knowing the theme and text of this convention that is to start on Wednesday. Do you agree that this is
President?
Yeah, better Dada Pakila. Better Dada Pakila. He's the immediate past president of Monrovia District Lutheran Youth Fellowship.
Monrovia District Youth.
Yeah, Monrovia District Youth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you see this as a concern, a major concern, that even a youth in the urban area does not have information on this? One more to speak of those in the rural area. Do you think there's a major concern about our convention?
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Because every auxiliary is represented at the executive council. They are responsible to disseminate information. When they leave executive council, they should go. It's like the district. If district would tell me, that's what if you see that I am posting the correction, that is concerning. That district were present at the last executive council meeting when all of these things were concluded, and up to now, you tell me that the Monrovia District Lutheran Youth Fellowship has not informed people about the convention. Then I'm surprised. I'm surprised. If Dada Pagla says he has no information, well, I will not deny that. But Kuma, who is the present president, is aware he's a member of the executive council. He was present in the last executive council that finalized the convention.
Reverend, I will agree with you. Times are changing, and we are in a digital age. And if we just rely on one mode of communication, and when we do it, we expect that somebody's supposed to do it. Sometimes it requires, like, I know this is not your area, this will fall on the office of the general secretary, where you do follow-ups on decision made in executive council, information given to leaders to share. Like, I know we've experienced it when I was on executive council. Even things, there are some things that come from executive council. They get back to that district. They don't pass on information to the pastors within the district. And when you question it and say, I don't have the resources to do it. And we are in a digital age right now. Sometimes general secretary draft a text message and send it to a dean and say, forward this text message to your pastors. You take that burden from on them and send in a file out of scratch card and say, hey, this is a file out of scratch card. Forward this message to your pastors. We want to make sure that everybody have the information. In as much as we know we have written the communication to these parishes, but we also want to follow this up to the pastors to ensure that the information get to who we want to get it to. But if we just write letters and say we have written letters, we expect people who receive these letters to reach out to the parishes. Sometimes they don't do it. So I know there has been a problem in the LCR before, but it is about time that I think the LCR should leverage technology to help them put information out there and push some things.
Zena?
Yeah, Pastor.
Are you there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're listening. Yeah.
There were text messages sent to district deans and pastors. I can go on the Facebook now I can copy one from there and I can send it to you. There were text messages sent. I know everyone may have not gotten the text message, but at least George Molvar, who is the secretary to the bishop, sent text messages over and over. I remember this very well. Very, very well. So I agree with you, but we did that. And what I want to say to you is that we all have the undeniable responsibilities to be what we call missionaries of information dissemination for our church. When there is an event coming and we know about it, the gospel spread by just gossip. We just gossip about that. So if you saw that I am correcting this, that means somebody has been talking about it, but the wrong information is given to the person. Perhaps the person didn't get the right message. That's why they kept calling. Imagine someone can say, oh, but we heard that it's on Thursday. Then I have to say, no, it's not on Thursday, it's on Wednesday. Yeah, read your bulletin, read from what we sent to the various districts and pastors. I know it's on the pastoral page, the national pastoral page. This information about the convention has needed a long, long time. I mean, that's what I have to say.
Elijah, you are muted. Elijah is trying to say something, but he's muted, right?
No. Yeah, one last question, Reverend. I know this is outside the convention. You just mentioned the National Pastoral Fellowship, and I know what if you can correct me, but I know you serve as president of that body once. Reverend Payne, what is the main function of that body?
I think I don't want to overstep my own responsibility. The president of that fellowship.
All right.
Who's the president?
I don't think this
Maybe
network.
we need to extend invitation to him.
Okay, he's back. Yeah. Go ahead, Reverend.
Because the reason why I don't want to talk about it is that, and you know, time have passed. When I was president, the responsibility I had was different from what it is now. Because
what was your responsibility then when you were there?
When I was president, I was the liaison between the office, the Board of Ministry, Theology, Evangelism, and Adjudication, and the assigned and ordained pastors. I was also the liaison between the office of the bishop and the assigned pastors. When they had issues, the issue would be channeled through me, and I would bring it to the board and to the office of the bishop. When we met at pastoral convention, I preside. When we went to CEP, I was the chairperson because I was the president of the pastoral fellowship by then. But this time it has changed. A lot has changed. So right now the pastoral fellowship is engaged with water project and many other projects, and they are thinking more on sustainability. And you know, those are some of the things that they are doing. Of course, they remain the units that provide information to their bureau pastors. That one is undeniable. They are there. But they got other functions that I cannot talk about because
Reverend, before you leave and giving us the benediction for this evening, can you considering all of the clarification that you have to make, and people were sending out wrong information, can you commit working along with the secretary of the bishop that the office of the bishop, the Lutheran Church in Liberia, will have an official social media page so that the information that our people need will be sent to them directly. Even before the circular letter can leave the LCL 13th Street compound and goes through all the way Lofa and regional with Bokomo, they will already have the information via social media.
Whenever we meet a convention, issues like this can come out. And especially where you have what we call a short circuit in the dissemination of information, it will come out at the convention, and the convention will find a way forward to it. So I'm glad that you guys have pointed this out. Tomorrow, and the PIM meeting will be starting. We right after the meeting is over, we will meet in a small meeting to discuss some of the issues that you just flagged up. I will call Bishop tonight and I will tell him your concern and tell him that you have.
And I think there's a concern for a lot of us Lutherans, especially those, in and out of Liberia. So if there's any assistance that we need to render, we can help Josh as well. But we can tell you that in this day and age, this digital world, a lot of the leaders are using technology. And I can also tell you that even the bishop of the ELCA, presiding bishop, has an official Facebook page other than his personal Facebook page. And this is a page that any communication that comes from that page is coming from the office of the bishop. So he himself does not have to post it, but any of his staff member can post it with his consent. So something
and
like
page is owned by the LCL, and the next bishop that comes in, that name can be changed to that next bishop.
Right. And it, like Elijah is saying, that page is an official page of the LCL, and any other person who comes on can be added to that page or take over, so that we have one line of communication, and that people are hearing directly from the leader of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. I think this is something worth considering.
Yeah, that noted. I will mark that tonight, and tomorrow I will talk to the bishop. In fact, tonight I will call him and I will talk to him about it.
Thank you so much. Couple, you got anything for your pop?
No.
Your daughter says she got a question for you.
My dad been silent too. My couple, how you doing? How you feeling?
All right. Thank you so much, Alice, for returning the call. There are a lot of things that we need to work on. Yeah, especially from the central office. Yeah, but for the issue of the convention parages, we have to receive circular. For the issue of the public, how do we get the information about convention? So I think we all can post in my Lutheran Connection chat room, like what you just wrote. I think that the same circular letter, the soft copy, you just drop it in all of our chat room. The team, the text, the venue, the departure date, the return date, those basic information. If it have been dropped in all of our chat rooms, but then we are not asking what time or what's the team and the text. But indeed, it is really poor, the publicity. Yeah, it's very poor. So we just want to beg you people, at least next time, let us disseminate the information. We are not talking about those circulars that are sent to our parishes, but at least for other people to get the information. Like for what Josh can do, send it as email too. The same letter that was sent to parishes, you just do one and just send it as an email and everybody to it. When we have to order someone who have received the information. So again, I want to say thank you so much.
Let me also say thank you because, and administration is never void of error. Sometimes these things can come. And the way you pointed it to us, I think that's a more fair way to do it. We will look at it again and we will make all of the necessary corrections. And what I want to say to you is that ITV will carry the most important aspect of the convention. And they're not going to do everything, but where we have the reports of the bishop and the ITV will carry a Soya show. Tune into ITV, which is a popular media outlet for all of us here. I just want to let you know that they will be there and they will carry it. That's one way we can reach our people in the diaspora and other places.
Thank you, thank you. We'll try to share on our page too, so that
Okay.
Yep. All right,
All right.
Oh, I'm about to say, all right, Bishop. But anyway, Bishop assistant is the same. So could you please do for the benediction?
Yeah. So today service, and there were two great themes that came out of that text. One is we walk yet not alone, and the other one is the other one is hope restored. That was the text about the Emmaus Road. So let us have trust in this, that God through Christ walks with us on our journey in every way in life.
Amen.
Let us receive the benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Let us go forth in peace and serve the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Be to God.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pat. We'll talk during the week.
Okay. All right.
So,
All right,
Winnie, so Teresa celebrated her birthday 2 days ago. Just want to tell her happy belated birthday. Teresa.
Oh,
Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah, Teresa and Dede gave us grandchild celebrated her birthday too. So
Baby, 1 year now.
No, that's a second grandchild.
Oh, the first
First celebrated her birthday on
Well, did I make sure and share the information with Reverend? You had to give that the opportunity to do the flyer. It's volunteering to do it.
Yes.
Listen, the man,
But
that's what
even Wednesday.
All the time. But
maybe he can work. That's after that call in.
No, but the thing is, we always say this thing. The LCR does not lack the resources to do things. You need to reach out to people. The guys that do a lot of things, that they create to create a flyer online. It's as simple. You don't need money to do that.
And you don't need money. One thing also that he talked about, like he said, the Constitution Committee.
Remember, you did a benediction already, so we need to go.
No, quickly, right? Quickly. But we gotta get our closing statement now.
Yeah.
You want to get closing statement, then you tell me to do benediction.
I know. But my closing statement on this, right? He talked about the Constitution, the revised Constitution Committee shared information. And listen,
sending a proposition.
It should have been done 90 days prior to convention, that it would be read, digested before going to convention. Now, people are just going to convention with this documentation, with the document, and guess what's going to happen? Like Reverend Elijah, whatever his name, man.
Bring and pass. I had to go through water and pass. Yeah. And that discussion would be one of the serious discussion on the floor, because it would determine how next year, I know when election will be. So I don't know.
Listen,
whether it was sent back to the parishes after the proposition was sent, it will work on whether it was sent back to the parishes again. So we don't know. We hope to see to follow. We'll follow RTV.
This guy, what's the name? The chairperson now of the convention. Elijah, remind me again. What's the guy name? What's the name again? The convention, the chairperson of the convention.
I missed that. I didn't hear that.
Who's the chairperson?
He was with I would say he was like the PRO during bishops during the bishopric election. Anderson
Cooper.
Yes.
He's the chairperson.
That's what I heard. Anderson Cooper. right? Anderson
Oh,
Cooper is part of all of the media, the Vero chat group. I know Anderson Cooper is old, but Anderson Cooper is not older than me. Anderson Cooper is still young. He knows about technology. He knows all of the guys, especially the Dala Kokoya, the
and,
youth wing and all of that.
But honestly, well, once youth president, was he
Yo, once a
president,
youth
right?
president, he knows
wait,
how publicity is done when it comes to convention, and none of them was circulated in our Vero chat room. Okay,
wait. I'm,
and
I'm
you go
calling Anderson right now.
go Anderson because that's what I heard. Unless we're gonna play back the video, but that's what BA said. He said Anderson Cooper. That's what I heard.
Anderson is a former youth president.
He's a former youth president, so he knows about convention. He knows about going to convention. Anderson Cooper has conducted how you call this thing, youth camp before. Okay,
Yeah,
he knows
sure
the
has.
president is working in these events. So how will you be having a convention at Phoebe and all of this thing and nothing have been shared with the people?
Hey, Weddy,
Even- yeah.
Weddy, we have Anderson on the phone right now.
Thank you
So
very
I'm gonna,
much. We had a benediction, but no problem. Let's go ahead. Anderson, let Anderson go ahead.
yeah,
And
I'm
they are
gonna,
done on purpose. These things are done on purpose. Go ahead.
yeah. Are you guys hearing him? Go ahead, Anderson.
Yo, we can hear Anderson. Elijah, change your headset, please. We can hear Anderson. We want it very clear. We want to record it for the record.
Hold on, Anderson. Let me go back to the default microphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Go
guys
ahead.
hearing? Are you guys hearing me?
I can hear
Yeah.
Anderson now. We can hear him. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. I think you guys should be hearing me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear Anderson. Go ahead.
Where do you guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We do hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Anderson.
Okay, so you want me to tell you the preparation that far, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you want me to tell you?
yeah. Give it an
How far are we
overview
with
of
preparation?
the preparation that's far of the LCA convention. Couple, you guys hearing him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Be hearing you.
Okay, so as of today, we have already done the booking of places for lodging. Lodging places are available, and the final preparation will be Monday and Tuesday in terms of lodging, and there are places secure.
Elijah, is he still there? We can hear.
166 boyfriend anniversary.
Again, there were
So,
from.
by tomorrow and that of Tuesday, what we have left with is to install the canopies that will be used for convention in terms of refreshment and so forth. So as we speak, we are between 85 to 90% done with preparation for the convention. I will EFB today and I watch it with them. I will be there tomorrow and that on Tuesday to finalize all of the things we need to do. So far, so good.
Honestly, one of the questions that people have been having is that there are some people, even in those of us in the diaspora, we did not have the information about the convention start date, about starting this week, Wednesday, the theme of the convention. So, like putting flyers in my Lucha Connection. So, how you guys been doing publicity around the convention?
Well, maybe the problem is from central office, especially at the office of the General Secretary, that is responsible for that. Our committee has been here responsible to supervise some activities leading to the successful hosting of the convention. Initially, what was done is that conventioners and partners were informed that the convention will start on the 23rd. But in reality, on the 22nd is the arrival day of convention. On the 23rd will actually be where repose and other activities will actually start. So that which we try to flag with the General Secretary, and he has promised to re-echo that with other people. So maybe there have been some breach of communication between the line.
Go ahead, Winnie.
Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Winnie got a question.
Anderson, I want to say thank you so much for availing yourself.
For some reason, I'm
And
not hearing you, Winnie.
you're not hearing me?
I'm hearing him.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing you guys.
I'm hearing Woody.
You have to turn off your headset. We can hear you, but turn off your headset.
I don't know why I'm not hearing you, Winnie.
Not getting him.
I can call Anderson from here. Can I call him from here?
Are you guys hearing him?
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing me? I don't
Yes.
know why I'm not hearing
We can
you
hear
guys.
you. We can hear you.
Go off and come back.
Okay. I think I'm gonna hold on, Anderson. I'm gonna reload this page.
All right, so I'm calling Anderson if he could answer because I am using, let me see. Elijah, do you hear me? Elijah, can you hear me?
Them to talk, and I'm not hearing them. They're saying something, but I'm not hearing it. I don't know what's
We
going
can
on.
hear you, Elijah.
Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Go ahead, Winnie.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, I was trying to call Anderson from here as well. So can you hear me now, right, Elijah?
Yeah.
Or is Anderson still on the line?
Yeah, I don't see it's on the line. I don't see.
Okay.
Yes.
Winnie got
Okay.
a question for you.
All right, Anderson, I want to say thank you for
Use the background.
making yourself available and thanks for the work that you guys have put in so far for this convention. According to you, you just mentioned that 85% of the work has been done for a convention that is scheduled to start on Wednesday. How sure are you that this convention is really going to be a success when in just to end on that question, when did this committee start? When did you guys start preparation for this convention that you are 85% done? And are you sure that the convention is really going to be a success?
Okay, so my committee started work in March.
In March of this year?
Yes, March. I was informed in March.
Oh, okay.
And so I
I'm not going on another person.
85% less than 1 month. I mean, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Yes. So what I've done is I'm almost at EPD on a daily basis, making sure that things are done proper. That is the only reason we have reached that far.
Wow.
The only reason for us as a committee, what we need to do, we have gone 85%.
That's fair enough.
Anyone responsibility from the Lutheran Church Anglo Central Administration. We are 85% done. And to be honest with you, the cooperation I have from Phoebe Hospital, from the Lutheran University Phoebe campus, St. Louis Lutheran Parish, St. Mark's Lutheran Church, Bethany Lutheran Parish, they have been wonderful. And because of that cooperation, in just we have achieved
less than a month.
Yes.
So Elijah, can you allow me to follow up on that question?
Go ahead.
Brother Anderson, is this a subcommittee or
Yes.
this is the National Convention Committee? Just for the record.
This is the steering committee.
The steering committee.
This is the steering committee. Yeah.
That's the national
There are all
committee.
subcommittee.
Wow.
So you got a committee of publicity, Anderson?
Well, we really don't have a subcommittee called publicity committee. The issue of publication is largely the purview of the general secretary. All I try to do, in fact, there are parishes that reported to me that they haven't received communication. I had to stay to some of those places and request for the communication myself to deliver to some of them. That's how we're able to reach some of the parishes. So as we move on, parishes are calling and they want to get information. I go right ahead and provide for them. But the issue of publicity has actually been a problem. It's just that we went beyond our bound to reach some of the things that we're doing. Our informator just 2 weeks ago, and I had to stay there to request the secretary to be sure to send me some of the communication and deliver it right away.
But Anderson, Brother Cooper, how many people do you have on your committee, please? Because it seems that you are, it's like a one-man army from what I'm hearing from you.
No, it's not really a one-man army. I just named to you some of the institutions that are part of the steering committee. So we are on the steering committee. We are 17 persons. We have CED, that is the Children Program Director, is part of that committee. Upper Bound District Dean is a co-chair. St. Luke Parish Council Chair is a secretary to that committee. Then all other institutions like PB, Lutheran University, PB Campus, the office of the General Secretary, the Treasurer, the women, the men, the youth of Upper Bound District. Reverend Peter C. Looking is a chair on the subcommittee for worship and evangelism. So we are 17 persons on the subcommittee, on the steering committee. And they have been wonderful, but they are really been willing to work in time.
And Brother Cooper, to be honest with you, you guys, listen, I don't mean to say this to, I'm not joking when I say this. You guys are performing miracle. Not the miracle that Jesus performed, but you guys are performing miracle out there. That in less than 1 month, you are 85%. I mean, good luck.
Yes.
That's why I can say good luck. Because it's just impossible. It's impossible that a convention to feed over 150 people, you are doing preparation in less than 1 month to be successful. Man, my hat's off to you guys. Yeah.
No wonder why people complaining on the issue of the publicity.
Yeah.
Because if YLC will be having a biannual convention, then you set a committee 1 month to the convention.
Bad president, very bad.
Hey, honestly, I want to say thank you for joining us, and I will call you later so we can talk.
Elijah, I will end on this, right? Whatever that is happening at the central office is having a huge impact negatively on our church.
Convention committee appointed in March?
In March.
That's crazy.
This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. Let me tell you something. Even for us, the small team that we have that we have down here, Elijah, when we were told that assembly is coming to Georgia, 1 month after, in the month of September, we had our first meeting. We were not regular, but had the very first meeting. That's how you want to start going. Man, listen.
Well, don't bring us frustration here.
No. My frustration
is
ridiculous.
We'll have a national convention.
So yeah, it's the thing. Yeah.
Whatsoever that is taking place at that central office, they need to resolve it and stop treating us, the Lutheran members of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, in this manner. It's wrong.
Yeah.
The couple mentioned, how will you ask parishes to bring 10 cartoons in less than 1 month?
Less than 1 month.
One bag of flour in less than 1 month. That's the reason why we have not seen the list. of whatever that will be, whatever things that are required.
But look at the thing. Look at what the convention planning committee chairperson is saying. I got to a parish. The people don't have the convention
There's
information.
no communication. I requested the information.
And now, because of a relationship with the executive secretary to the bishop,
you want to get
able
it.
to obtain that information as quickly as possible to give it to the people over there.
It's wrong.
It's very poor.
And when you listen, I know Anderson Cooper tried to be politically correct, but if you listen to Anderson Cooper, he is the one running around. Because he did not mention that the co-chairperson went to this place and requested. He did not mention that the secretary went to this parish and requested. He said, I went to Phoebe. I went to Fremantle. I went to this. It's bad. It's a bad leadership. Every one of them is bad.
Why would the convention committee be just appointed in March?
In March?
Wow.
He's going to have a successful convention. Listen, let me tell you something.
We gotta go.
It will be pass. Listen, guys, we gotta go in our chat room because I got a suggestion. I don't know if you accept that, but we gotta go in our chat room, man.
Okay,
let's put this couple.
Yeah, we gotta come to
Couple is responsible for all this because we had a show way back then. Then when I file some of these things out, we're gonna know everything. But anyway,
you come and get couple Bible.
So why you didn't raise the issue of going for convention? Let's look for the convention. Because the whole thing, everybody forgot about the whole. Yeah, it was just.
Well, I'm glad that I had that on my mind.
Man, Elijah, this is terrible. Guys, let's go, man. We got a benediction already.
Yeah, but it was a good show. I want to say thank you, couple, for leading us today.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Thank you to all
thank you everyone who made a contribution. Yeah. So we see behind closed door.
Behind closed door.
Hey, yo, this is